Testing 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2. Testing 1 2. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This is Professor. Just going over what we did yesterday for the market overview. And I'm just checking to see how my trades are working out right now. That's all. So this morning I predicted that the USD would that the USD price would get picked up somewhere around 108.85, and sure enough, price action went down and went lower than that. Went down to about whatever this is, 108.76. So I was off about 9 pips. But that's not enough. That's not too much drawdown, so we were good here. I actually put this buy limit order here. I had another order that was in drawdown, and so as you can see, I had one standard lot. I just added another standard lot at this price, but it put it here because it averaged the two, my drawdown and my positive. So I'm positive on this one and then drawdown on another one, and so together I'm only negative $25. And as it goes up, it'll just get better. So right now we're looking good. If you wanted to jump in on this, this might be your best bet unless you want to take a chance lower. Either way, you're taking a chance. So, but it's not far away. It's better to jump in now while it's still working itself through the demand area. Let me see here. So we're going to go through, I'm going to check out S&P. Let me put all these up here so I can have them ready. So right now I'm just going to be looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to be reviewing. We already charted and did all that stuff yesterday. Today I'm just going to be reviewing the market. And so let me go ahead and check and see S&P 500. Just going to set all these tabs up here. We're going to do oil. Where's my oil at? Oil. Here we go. Yeah, this is the one. All right, let's open up another tab. And let's do this one. And let's do gold. Whoa, what is that? Why is it acting like this? That's weird. Not sure why this is acting up. Let me reset this, or reload it, I should say. Hopefully that fixes it. There. No, that's not it. That's not the chart I want, though. What is wrong with this chart? There's some type of setting on here that's not right, I bet. That didn't help. All right, let's just pick another one. Whoa. Why is it stretched out like that? There we go. And then switch this back. Aha, there we go. That was weird. Oh no, it's doing it again. Dude, what is wrong with my chart? It must be these settings. No? There we go. That's what it was. It looks like it might have been the settings. No, there's still something wrong with this thing. This ain't it. Oh, here we go. Now that's it. All right. That was weird. All right, so let's get Dixie up here. Oh my goodness, it just keeps doing this. Why in the world is it doing this? that's not what we want. Let me see. There we go. All right. Let's see. Let's get euro dollar on here. Do I already have that one? No. That's weird how the chart just started messing up like that. All right, perfect. That one's working. And then Bitcoin. All right. Where's Bitcoin? All right. So let's go ahead and just kind of jump into looking into this. This is my alert for my euro dollar. Let's see this. Might be a trend change. All right, so looks like price action still is going to be on its way up for the euro dollar. But we'll get back to this in a minute. I'm just going to kind of do these in order. So let's start with the S&P here. We were anticipating yesterday. I forgot what time frame we were using. I think I saved it. Yes, here we go. The 31 day. That's right. There we go. So here's our chart from yesterday. And let's see. It hasn't popped or done anything yet. So let's go down to a smaller time frame, maybe the 15-minute. So from yesterday at market open, we anticipated a continuation of the uptrend. Let me see, where was market open yesterday? Okay, there we go. So the market open yesterday, this was us. We anticipated an uptrend, went down a little bit against us, but now you can see here, next day, it is up. And that's a good thing. And we are anticipating it continuing to go up all the way until this flip zone is that's what the FZ stands for, flip zone and supply zone. This flip zone here, these two candles, this red one, this green one, that's a flip. And that means that this is a strong formation for a downtrend. So when it gets up into this area, that's why I have a sell limit order at 43.55. We should anticipate the continuation of the downtrend. My first TP where I'm only going to shave, I'm not closing this trade out for a long time. So we have a long way to go. This market is going to be the biggest crash, I think, of our lifetime. I don't think we're going to live to see anything bigger than this. So this is going to be crazy. So if you can short, if you have access to leverage and you can short, I would suggest taking advantage of this. But we're going a long way. So right now, everything looking good. It's going up. Let's take a look at oil. Since the daily open yesterday. So oil, what did we say about oil? Did we even map oil up? Oh, 9 hour. Yeah, it looked like we did. And the 2 day. Okay. Oh, yeah, this one here. Oh, so it looks like they're creating a base and then they're going to go up. So it looks like it's going to be a breakout to the upside. That's what it looks like it's creating. So this formation here, from that wick to that wick right there. And then the fact that this is red and then this wick right here and this, that's telling me uptrend. All we need now is what I call a leg out. So basically we just need the candle to do that. So as long as a leg out is created, we're good to go for an uptrend. And that looks like what this is getting ready to do is to break out. So this right here looks like an uptrend breakout formation. that they're creating. Okay. Demand zone on the 2-day. I don't think I saved this one. Oh, I did. WTI oil. Here we go. Bam. Here we go. Yes. Good stuff. Glad I saved it. All right. So remember we were saying that this is the candlestick in charge on the 4-day. This is the candlestick that caused all of this up movement. And as long as it doesn't violate or break that, the trend is still up. So as you can see, it touched it twice in history. Here it came back again, and that's why we have our stop loss down here, because if it goes past this, it's going to start shorting. But as you can see, it came down. Our entry was down here, 64.77. It was sniper. You see how it was perfect, and it hit it. We also added another buy order here based on the 9-hour chart. Let's go take a look at that. So this zone right here. So the beautiful thing about this zone is if you're interested, if you have access to trading oil, then what you're going to want to do is probably get in right here at 74.70. So I thought this was an area we added. We did add it, but we didn't get in this trade yet. This is a setup. So let me do what I normally do so that I don't forget that it hasn't triggered yet. I'm going to put my hourglass on there. There we go. And that's why I do that, because I'll be on some random chart, or I might come back to this a day or two later and I'll forget what I was doing in that area. So this kind of helps me remember what time frame I saw what I was looking at on, and it also tells me if it triggered already. So just waiting on that. I have an order at 74.70. That's where I'll put that order at. Trigger to go long on oil. And we look like we have a long way to go. So if you look at this here, you can see our first TP is going to be at 83.12, which is probably somewhere around maybe 200 or 300 pips from where we currently are. So that's a good little move there. All right, so far we are 3 for 3 in our analysis. Yesterday we were anticipating a continuation of the uptrend for this as well. So let me go to 15-minute and see how the daily open is looking. There we go. So since the daily open, I mean, we anticipated an uptrend, but look what it did, throughout the night. That's ugly. But it finally made its, or starting to make its way up. Dixie. Let's go check out Dixie. Oh, no. Oh, gold. That's what we have. We have gold right here. So gold is our next one. And what were we anticipating for gold? Uptrend on this one too. Oh, yeah. We were doing the breakout, catching the break. So already you see I'm up $6 already on this particular trade. Oh, this isn't gold. I'm sorry, guys. This is Ripple. I apologize. I forgot we threw Ripple in there. It wasn't on our list, but we threw it in there, and I gotta edit and add this to there. Let me do that real quick. Ripple. XRP, USD. I think we did that one because somebody yesterday had requested it, and so I charted it. I'm going to be doing the same thing today. I'm just reviewing what we did yesterday, and then you guys can go ahead and start putting in the chat group what you want me to look at, and we'll start mapping it out for next week and see if we can find some money on these charts. All right. All right, so we're up $6 on Ripple, and I'm taking Ripple up to $1. So that's where we're going, because I see a major resistance level on the 4-day and the 7-day. And this was yesterday as of 4/6/23. We're anticipating it coming up here, so we'll see if that happens. So far, so good. If you're interested in getting in, then here's my buy limit order, buy stop order. Current price doesn't look like it hit. Yeah, current price hit this here. It looks like. Yeah, it hit this one. So we're still waiting on the other one. So I'm going to put this here. Just this right here signals that it already triggered. So if you see me put this uptrend chart, then that means this has already, price action has already come into this price and triggered it. If you see the hourglass, that means I'm still waiting for it to trigger. So if you guys are interested in Ripple and you have access to trading that, this is my entry at 0.5090, and it already triggered my lower one, 49.95. That's what I'm in right now. Also, you guys have any questions? I love questions. Like, you guys cannot bother me with questions. If you have any questions, throw it in the chat group and we'll go ahead and address them. Any questions about the market or something that you wanted me to look at on the charts, it doesn't have to be what I'm doing right now. I'm just here to help you guys in whatever way I can. So that's Ripple. Let's look at, let's find Dixie. Here's Dixie right here. Let's do Pro. All right, give me 1 second. There we go. So S&P, oil, gold, Dixie. Gold and then Dixie. S&P, oil, gold. This is supposed to be Dixie. All right. Those are some big old words right there. I wonder what I was thinking. What is this? Give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out what is this I put on the screen. A false positive. Oh, I said that it was going to falsely go up. It's a false positive, but the big picture is a downtrend. So this should be going down. But as you can see, it still went up some more. I'm anticipating it to still drop. And I really think it will. What is this here? Now, if it doesn't drop, then it has to go all the way up to this resistance level, because there's nothing left pretty much. So yesterday when the news came out, I was just letting everybody know I saw it going up and then coming back down. That's what it did. But we can see here it went up again some more. Man, but the fact that it blew through this this anchor break, that's not cool. Let's see. All right. So big picture, even though there's some resistance up there, uh, what in the world? Why is this on here? Take that off. Visual order, bring to the front. There we go. All right. So looking at this here, Dixie needs to keep, not needs to. I mean, it's not like I'm the boss of it, but what I'm thinking is, you guys see this? This is in a downtrend. And right now they're playing games with us here. They don't want to break this support. You can see I already labeled it as support turning into resistance. That's what that means. It should go from support to resistance, meaning this price. So I'm expecting it to break out from this, hit this right here. This is a demand level, a demand zone, and then it to turn around and come back and treat this as resistance, even though it's support now. Once they add orders and they short and press through that, this will now become resistance, because the orders that they have to add to break through the support are going to be sell positions. And all of those sell positions, they have to add a lot of them in order to push the market down. So when the buyers, there's buyers right here inside of this area here. This is demand area. So when this price starts coming down here, buyers are going to kick in and push up, but they're not going to win this battle here when they get back here, because they got to deal with all the sell orders they just placed. So then it's just going to keep tanking. And that's if they don't add orders, then there's two resistance levels on the 12-hour chart up here. This is the highest they're going to go before tanking. But if they go up here, that is a huge move. I know it doesn't look big, but that is massive. You literally, whatever trades you're in, they will all turn around if it goes up to this resistance level. So if that happens, for those of you who are part of my channel, we do signal services. And so I'll be updating you guys on whether or not we're going to turn around and make the money going up. But for right now, just hold your positions, because I'm still thinking it's going to go down. All of this here is a downtrend formation. This is downtrend formation. It also needs to get down here to demand. It's already moved quite a bit. Even if I were to use the fib, if it's moved more than 25%, that's an official downtrend. So if we look at the fib, this is 100, this is 75. All they had to do was pass the 75 point, and it blew through it. So now we are in an official downtrend. And that downtrend is going to continue until whenever. Right now we're at mid pivot, the 50% mark, and that's why we're having this issue here, because we're at mid pivot. And this is just what happens when you are in the middle of curve. That's what they call this curve. Okay, so from this pivot to this pivot, we're in the middle of it. And you're always going to get some either resistance or support right at mid pivot. Again, if you have any questions, just throw it in the chat group. I love questions. I'm here to educate you guys on whatever you want to know on the markets. And if you have a pair or an instrument that you want me to chart, we'll go ahead and chart it and see if we can find some entries and some targets for you. So just put it in the chat group and we'll go from there. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep looking at what I want to look at until you guys ask. Simon, my guy, he's back. How you doing? Can you explain how to plot the fib? I can show you how to do that. I'll show you the easy route, and then, of course, you got to learn how to do it yourself properly. But basically, all you want to do is find points. So if I'm using this, I want to find points that are sticking out and showing me that they are the pivots. So if I look at this, it's very obvious that this is my pivot low. This is the lowest point. Price was moving down. Remember, price is over here. So these candles represent what price it was at based on this date down here. These are all the dates. These are the prices. And based on these dates, as price was moving, this is where price ended up. So price got as low as this right here. It did not go lower. Let me brighten that. There we go. Price action did not go lower. And let me throw the price label on there. Bam. So price did not go lower than 89.20. That was the lowest price went when it came down. And then the highest it went was up here. That's what you got to do first. I don't care what chart you're on. You got to figure out what was the highest and the lowest point on that chart. And every chart's going to be different. If I zoom in right now, I'm on a 1 week chart. But if I zoom in on a 1 minute chart, it's not going to be these 2 points right here. It's going to be something else because I'll be zoomed into this one little candle. We'll just be looking at this one candle right here. So then my top would be here, my bottom would be there. It'll be different. But looking at this is the bottom, this is the top. And then what I'm going to do, fib is over here. So if you see this panel over here to the right, it's your toolbar, I guess they call it. And so you got to hit these little arrows pop up to the right of the icons. You want to hit that, and then it'll open up a whole host of other, tools that you could use. I don't use them because I don't need to. This is for people who have like certain strategies that they use to jump in with these tools. I don't have anything like that. I just read the charts. I've been doing this 25 years now, so I'm just kind of on autopilot at this point. But I'm bringing that up because I only have this starred as my favorites. So I don't have all of these starred. So even though you see all of these in here, I don't use them. I only use the ones that starred. When I do that, it puts it down here and creates a little panel for me, my own panel. Now this panel you can move. You can move it around and set it wherever you want. I just sat it over here to the left, to the right, just so it's out of my way. So that's why I have it here. But every time you go in here, now go to the next one. See how I got 3 of these? Oh, 4, sorry. So all 4 of these showed up down here. And as I favorite them, it creates my own toolbar so that I don't have to go over here and keep looking. So the reason why I'm bringing that up is because my fib is here, or you can just click this and your fib will be here. Once you click it, what I do is I click on put it on the top, and then I move my mouse all the way down and I fix it here. And then now you can see from 0 to 100. The other thing is the settings for your fib. These numbers all represent different things, but these are things you'll learn if you were taking a mentorship course or something with us. All of these numbers have relevance. 5%, 15%, 25, 33, 50, 66, 75. There are even other numbers that have relevance, and they all have relevance for different reasons. So if I go in here to my templates, look how many different templates I have just for fib. I have this here, where it kind of changed it a little bit. And then I have what's called crossway target. So all of these are just different things that you can do with fib. I'm just trying to show you fib is not one thing. I can go in here to this settings wheel and I can start customizing and changing things to fit my needs however I want. But the main fib that you want to use, like see, I even have some I created on my own. But the main one you want to use would be quarters and thirds, something like that. Where you at least have those numbers on your chart, and then you'll be good. And as long as you have the fib on here, it kind of gives you an idea of which way it's going. So if it goes beyond 25%, it's a downtrend. And if it goes up beyond 25%, then consider that in an uptrend. Consider like the price going to keep going up. That's what you should be thinking. Where's my other one now? No, not that one. There we go. That's the one I want. All right. So the reason why I said these numbers are different, because there's also another fib. There's a traditional fib that everybody out there in the world is using. This is the regular. It's called Fibonacci. So the regular Fibonacci numbers are these numbers here. And they serve a different purpose. So these numbers right here serve the purpose for the novices, whereas the other one I was using is for institutions and banks and stuff. They use these numbers here. How they use those numbers, I'd have to teach you that. That's a whole nother study. But that's how you position your fib on the chart. Middle, left. There we go. Bam. Okay, I'll do some research on it. Okay. Well, you do some research, Simon. So when you do your research, write down your questions, because you're going to run into more false traders than real traders. And when I say false traders, a false trader is a trader who learned a strategy and now they're out there running around in the world trying to teach people their strategy and all of that. That's not a trader. That's just somebody who knows how to do one thing. A trader is somebody who's been on the trade floor. This is their life. They make money. They live off of this. This is all they do. And that's what I do. I've been in finance for a very long time. So you're young. We talked yesterday on our webinar, and I want to help you. So when you get out there, you say, I'm going to do my research. It's nothing but Google, and Google is full of unprofessional people. Everything you research on Google is just basically a regular person at their house posting something that they think is whatever. So when you do your research, make sure you're getting it from a reputable source. Don't get it from another person that has a YouTube page. Stop following those people. Okay. And if you do follow those people, make sure you find out what their background is. If you don't know the background of a person that's trading, then don't be taking their advice. And I shouldn't use that word advice because you shouldn't be taking anybody's advice, not even mine. But what I am saying is, this is your money. You work hard for this money. And so you want to make sure you don't just believe any and everybody that you talk to, not even me. And so that's the reason why I come on here live, to prove to you all I know what I'm talking about. I am not a YouTuber. I'm not somebody playing games. I'm not trying to take your money. I don't need your money. I know how to make money doing this. I'm genuinely here to just help. Now, if you want to get to my level, you got to pay me, because I got to stop doing this, making my money to help you. So yeah, you got to pay me for mentorship, programs and all other kind of services. But as far as me just getting on here and just charting, you can look at me all day. You can look at me for the next 30 years if you want and just watch me. But watching me is going to take you a long time to figure out what I'm doing, because I'm not explaining it in the detail that I would in a mentorship program. So be careful. That was my long version of saying, Simon, be careful out there and just make sure you're following quality people. Get whatever research and information you need, bring it back to me, and then let's work through it and see if it's real, so that you can dial in the fit. Because what I do is on a professional level. What most of what you're going to find is for novices, people who are new to trading. It doesn't appeal to the professional side. Come on, bro. Yes. Were those trades from us yesterday, or something you just did on your own? So we were on Dixie. So while he's looking for that, I'll go to Euro Dollar. We were on Euro. We did Euro Dollar yesterday. I looked at the bigger picture, and I believe that's what made a difference. There you go. See, I taught you big picture yesterday. Good job. Remember yesterday? You I think it was you. I might be mixing you up with somebody. We had a bunch of people on yesterday, but I think it was you that said, "Can we go look at the 3-minute chart on some pair?" I think it was pound dollar. And I said, well, let me start with the big picture first. And you see how much difference that makes in your trading? You have a God's eye view of what's going on. You don't just zoom in and then you don't see what's going on big picture. So congratulations. Yesterday we were looking at euro dollar, anticipating a continuation of the uptrend. What ended up happening is I had two orders. Let me see if I can pull it up. Is it on here? This might be it. So the reason why you see 200,000, I normally just trade a standard lot and that's it. But the reason why you see two is because I have two orders. I had a buy stop order here, and this was from us yesterday. And then I don't know if you guys remember, but I also wanted to put a buy limit order in case it went down. I saw this level here that it might come down to, and so I was like, let me buy right here. And remember, Simon, we were looking at yours. You were always kind of like getting in at these points right here, these support and resistance levels, but you were getting stuck. And so I'm showing you I'm doing the same thing, but notice I'm not stuck. I'm up. So it's just a matter of just knowing when to do this. You were doing the right thing. You were just doing it at the wrong time. And because you were doing it at the wrong time, it was causing you to just endure all of that back and forth, all of that volatility. And if you trade too heavy, it'll cause you to lose. But yeah, we put both of these because we didn't know which way it was going to go, up or down first. I knew it was going to go up as far as the trend, but was it going to pull back before it goes up, which is a false positive? And the answer was yes. And so we caught that false positive with this down here because I saw this is what we call it was hidden. So this is what they call a demand trap. And so this demand trap right here is for those who are trying to sell. So if you're trying to short, I want you to imagine this. Now, here's something tricky. You guys all listen to me. Crypto Imperator. Yeah, we'll look at Bitcoin. Awesome. Thank you. See, you're getting some excitement in the group now. So we'll definitely look at Bitcoin. Do you think it will drop down or is it going up? I will definitely address that because the answer that I give you, you're not going to like. The answer is both. That's the answer. But I'll prove it to you as soon as I'm done answering Simon's question. So give me a couple of minutes. So Simon, looking at this, you were talking about fib. So I'm going to give you an example. This is what I'm talking about when you go out there and do your research. Don't just believe everything. I'm going to show you something. I just gave you information and said if it goes below 25, think of shorting. If it goes above 25, think of shorting. If price action goes below 75, think of selling. But watch this. If I choose this pivot high, I'm on this 2-hour chart because I told you on any chart, you want to find the highest and the lowest point. Here's the highest point and here's the lowest point on this chart. Here's my 75% mark. Price action came up here, went down. My 75% is this white line. It went past it. But look, it did not short and come all the way down like I told you just a minute ago. Why? Because there was a demand trap sitting here. See, these are the little things that nobody teaches you in trading. You learn these little strategies like what I just said. Oh, put your pivot in here, put your pivot in, and then put the short in. That's called a strategy. And there are people who do stuff like this and they just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. Of course, you can make money like that, but I'm not interested in one little strategy. I'm interested in actually knowing how to chart and analyze and research and trade for real like a professional. And that's what I want to show you guys, that that's possible. You don't have to sit here and guess. So because I was going to short this, but when I saw that they had a demand trap, the demand trap is this. People who trade support and resistance all the time, that's all they know how to trade, support and resistance. What they do is they get in the market and they go, oh man, they have all this support right here. So it's possible that they're going to have like maybe a breakout because they see this downtrend. They're looking at the lower highs. That's what they call this. These are all the highs, the highest points or the highest prices in comparison to this. That's why we call these high prices. And so these highs or high prices are getting lower. They're the high points, but they're getting lower. So we call these lower highs. Okay. And then this price right here, as it's going up, we call these, higher lows. And so when people see this, they start drawing their little trend lines. If you start seeing people with all of these lines like this, and they're trying to map it out, and I've done all of this when I first started. Like, this is the garbage. None of that works. It gives you a little clue of what's happening, but if I were to do this, I would think that this trend was going down. Because you start putting trend lines on here. What happened to this thing? Yeah, so however, people be doing these trend lines and stuff. So you start putting trend lines on here and you're like, oh, it's in a downtrend. I'm going to go short and blah, blah, blah. And you don't know how to read charts. You don't know what this is. But that's demand. And that's a trap. It's a trap for the people who think that the market's shorting when it's not. So this is my warning to you, Simon. Just like I told you something about the fib, I gave you the basic, simple, foundational answer. I did not give you a full answer because that requires me to teach you. But the basic answer for fib is find the pivot high, find the pivot low. If price action, and then you put your fib at the top, 100% at the top, 0 at the bottom. And then if price action like this, typically, if it goes past the 75, it's most likely just going to keep shorting until it gets below 25. Once it gets below 25, somewhere in here, it's going to start turning around and going back up again. That's the typical way. Now watch this. We're seeing this. Now I'm going to back up. I think you're going to probably love this part. This is the 2 hour. Let's double it and go to the 4 hour. Still looks like downtrend. Let's double that, go to the 8 hour. This big picture still looks like downtrend. All of this looks like it's just going to turn and just come down, even though it's been going up. So you can see this whole thing, big picture is up. But when we were zoomed in like this, that looks like a downtrend. So that's why I said once you start zooming out, you got to start getting more information, and look, it starts looking more up. And so that's why I said you want to back up sometimes and just take a look. I also know how to here's that same area here that they were using in order to go up, and they put this little trap right below all of this. So just be careful and do your research. Awesome. All right, crypto, Imperator, Bitcoin. Let's look at Bitcoin. Do you already know how to trade? I'm only asking the question so I know how to converse with you. If you're already a professional trader, then I'll just speak loosely. If not, I'll explain things in more greater detail. So that's the only reason I'm asking. If you're new to trading or not. Bitcoin. So this is what we mapped out yesterday for Bitcoin. Oh, you know what? I got to put the date on here too. So I wonder how it would look like this. Oh, that's not going to work. All right. So yesterday we mapped this out. Some of you guys were with me yesterday when we did this. So remember I explained to you guys here why I'm $8,500 in the hole on Bitcoin. I was shorting this. So I knew they were going to come down and short. And then I was going to, and they did. It came up here, price action came up. And when it got to this area, they shorted and they went back down. And I was going to TP at this red candle. I knew they were coming down here. This isn't another demand level. This is a rally, a base, and a rally. This signifies a continuation of an uptrend. This is a continuation pattern to go up. So I knew that when price action hit this, they were going to come back here, hit this continuation uptrend pattern, and then take off. My dumb butt, I put my order in to short and forgot to put my TP in. I was so excited to just catch the short, I forgot to put my TP. So I put my trade in, was excited. I was making money. It was green. I was up a few $1,000. I don't even know how much. And I'm just walking. I'm just looking at my money go up. My dumb butt is not thinking, dude, you not going to TP just by looking at the money go up. You got to put a TP in. So I walked away without realizing it. I went back a couple of days later to check to see how it was doing because it hadn't hit the TP yet. That thing was way up here. I was hot because it just shot up. It been trickling this whole time, and now all of a sudden, when I get in the trade, you want to shoot up against me. That was dirty. So I got stuck. So right now, what's happening is I'm trying to save this trade. And the way I'm saving it is I want one of these to hit. And it doesn't matter which one of these hits. But as soon as one of these hits and it takes me up here, I'll make $8,200. And that means I'll be able to recover all except $300. And that's fine. And then I'll be able to short again from here. That's why I'm saying both. Right now, we're in what's called a retracement. Bitcoin is retracing and going up because there is a false positive move going on in the market. Let me take you to my group real quick and show you what I'm talking about. Let me share that screen with you. Give me 1 second. Bam. All right, so this is one of my companies here. I have a couple of them, but Toshi Market Signals is one of them. I also have Fx'tive solutions. But I just wanted to show you what was we doing here? Bitcoin. Oh, the false positive. That's what I said. So I wanted to show you this. So here's my group, Toshi Market. You guys are welcome to join this group. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Let me capture the... Where's that at? Oh, the invite link. Here it is. Copy. I'll paste that in the chat group. If you guys want to join the chat group, it's free. You can ask questions in the chat group all day long. I have a whole team. They'll answer the question if I'm not around. There's about 7 of us, and we all trade the same. So you can ask anybody on the team. But I just want to show you what a false positive is real quick before we go into Bitcoin. That way, Crypto Imperator, you'll have a better understanding of why I'm saying both. So we have a news channel here, Toshi News as well. This is for Forex. I primarily trade Forex. I can trade all things. That's why I'm going over the whole market. But my bread and butter, where I make all my money, is Forex, because that is the fastest moving market in the world. If you trade anything else, you're going to make money, but you're going to make it slowly. And everybody wants to make you afraid of trading Forex and saying you could lose all your money. Well, yeah, that's because you make money fast. So you lose money fast. So the key is learn how to trade Forex. If Forex was so bad and everybody was losing, why does it still exist? Because somebody's winning. So all you got to do is learn how to win, not run from it because it moves fast. Just learn how to trade it. I trade it all day long. I'm not losing. So there's just a method to it, and you just got to learn how to do it. But anyway, when we look at this, notice 5:30 a.m. This is Friday, April the 7th. Okay. 5:30 a.m. My time. I'm in the Pacific time. I'm in Los Angeles. So USD currency. All of these news events were coming out at 5:30 a.m. And these were the forecasts. So they had the forecast there. And then if I go out of here, that was at 5:30. So then in my group, here you have our COO. Chief of Operations, she posted this here that the USD news is coming out at 5:30. She gives you a little breakdown of the 3 different things that are coming out at 5:30. She sent that out 15 minutes before the news came out, so you can get yourself prepared. And then at 5:19, 4 minutes after she sent that, I sent this. I said, this is what I'm anticipating from the news. At Dixie, which is the USD Index, it's going to be in a downtrend continuation. It's going to continue the downtrend, which is what we were just looking at a minute ago. But I put this, be mindful of a false positive. What is that? When price action temporarily moves in the opposite direction of the main trend, but it's temporary. So I also said it's possible that price action for the euro dollar right here. Oh, I should have put that in there. Let me edit that. Possibly as far down as 108.85 for the euro dollar. So the reason why I'm bringing that up is because Dixie is a dollar index and it affects the euro dollar forex trade. And so here you have me joking, saying, I hope it goes straight up to 112.66, which is far away. But it was just me being funny. But I was still trying to let them know I'm expecting it to go up. But it could go down to 108.85 before it goes up. Then look what I did. I said, did Toshi Markets call it like a sniper or what? Now, after seeing us call out these anticipatory trends day after day, which turn into predictions, and you're still not convinced to subscribe so that you can diversify and maximize your portfolio with our trade team, then I'll let you finish the sentence. So we do this all the time. We call trades. And then look what I did at 7:49. The news came out at 5:30. At 7:49, what did I do? The proof is in the pudding. Toshi Markets, we always win. If you click this, what happened? You guys probably can't see it because the screen looks small. Let me see if I can blow it up. No, I can't blow it up. Well, let me do this. But you can see I was being funny by saying, hey, it did what we anticipated. But I'm going to see if I can find it on the actual chart. Euro dollar. I might have put it on this one, I think. Forex majors, euro dollar. Yeah, this is it. All right, so let me go to 2 hour. This is the chart. This is the chart. I had the bull and the bear on there being funny. I had added that to this chart. But look, this was this morning. This was my anticipatory buy price before the US news came out. I picked 108.85 and look exactly what happened. Bam! Hit that thing like a sniper, took off. I'm already up $47. Simple. This was all predicted before the news came out, and I just proved it to you. So I'm trying to show you guys, this is real. This is not me trying to sell you a game. This is real. So that's why I told you, Simon, be careful out there. There's people out there who can't do what I'm doing, but they want to sell you a dream and charge you $1 million for stuff. So as far as Bitcoin, getting back to this is a false positive. It just like what I showed you, it can go against you before it goes with you. And so this market, this Bitcoin going up is false. Bitcoin should not be going up right now. But because I know how to trade during a counter trend, so this is the counter trend, it's going against the main trend. The main trend is down. The big picture is, do I even have a big picture? Bitcoin. No, that's the uptrend pullback. I need a Bitcoin high time frame, low time frame. This might be it. Oh yeah, this is high time frame. So high time frame, look at the fib. Look at this fib. Insane. Bitcoin has been going down since it was way up here. And look how far down it has come thus far. It's come down to the 25% mark. But then what did it do when it got to 25? It turned. Didn't I just tell you guys that? Anything below 25%, once it gets under here, start anticipating it going back up. But when it goes up, this is the furthest I believe it's going to go up, because look, We already have it highlighted here, right here. I have this candle highlighted because this is a strong area of resistance, and it's strong on the 4-day, the 2-day, and the 1-day. But this thing already came to 25 and it's going up. Once it gets here, it's going to come right back down. And this is where I'm at. My last TP is take profit number 5, way down here. So it came to 3. I did this last year. Everybody was joking with me, and I said, dude, it's going to go up to like in the 60s and it's going to tank. And everybody was shooting for 100,000. They kept saying 100,000. I said, it's not going to 100,000. The market is not, nobody has that kind of money. So when it got into the 60s, I waited. And when I got confirmation it was going down, I jumped in here. I've been shorting Bitcoin ever since. I shaved 50% here. I shaved 50% off my TP2. I shaved 50% off my TP3. But then I noticed it was turning around. So I took a chance and I was trying to, counter trend trade. Well, I was trying to capture this little bit of money and then catch it back up again. And it didn't work out for me. So now I'm trying to catch it to continue going up. And now I have to wait for this to hit. But it's been going sideways on me in between both of my prices forever. So this date right here is 3/18. Today's April the 7th. So it's been 2 weeks that both my orders just been sitting there. Do you find it ironic that my sell order TP2, why are they playing around there? Must be something significant about the price that I picked. Or else they wouldn't be playing around there for 2 weeks. There must be something significant about my TP3, because why would you turn right there? It's because I know where they're going. And I know they're coming down here. So the answer is both. They're going up first to roughly 37,400. When they get to 37,400, there's going to be a continuation to the downtrend. And eventually, they're going to make their way to right around 7,500 before taking back off to completely reverse the trend and go up. So Bitcoin is still in a big picture downtrend, but right now it's retracing to the upside. Did that make sense, Crypto Imperator? I'm hope I'm saying it right. Crypto Imperator. So image stoked. I can't see anything. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. I did all that talking for nothing, and you guys are still looking at. I wish I could hear y'all voices because I'm not always looking at the chat group and stuff. I really apologize. I did all that talking for nothing. I have multiple monitors, and the chat is on a different monitor, so that it's not on my main screen, so I can see. There we go. All right, let me say it again. Sorry about that. When I put the fib on from the top all the way to the bottom, you can clearly see that it already passed the 25% mark, and it's been tanking ever since. But what I really wanted you guys to see was this. Look at the fib at the 25% mark. Look at what happened. When it got to 25%, it hit it a little bit, pulled back, but then it went down. And remember, I told you when it's below 25%, you want to start thinking about going long. How ironic. They started turning around right when it got under 25% and started going back up. Now, this is nothing more than a retracement. What they're going to do is go up, and this is the only area. They might stop here for a bit. Actually, they're already doing it. That's probably what's making them pause here. It's this area here. But the next stop is this up here. This is still an uptrend. This is not going to hold. The team is in here. All right, cool. So that's one of my guys. His name is Kai. He's on the team. He's an advanced trader. So if you guys have questions and you're a part of our trade group, you might get an answer from him. He'll probably be the one to answer the question for you. But getting back to this here, I'm expecting Bitcoin to retrace, go up to this major level here because it's inside of a false positive right now, meaning it's going up when it should not be. The bottom of Bitcoin is right around 7,500. I got 7,469, but safely 7,500. It's even marked off right here. Here's the actual zone. Let me zoom in if I can. And you know what I love about this streaming service? it's recorded. So we can always go back to see if I'm right. Always go back. And I love that. Because the proof, again, is always in the pudding. So you guys see here, I'm getting out at 74.69. Here's my line here. The reason why I'm getting out like that, let me try to magnify it here. That might be better for you guys. So notice my my last take profit that I'm going to make is going to be here. It's the TP5 here at 74.69. I did that because this is an area of demand and it's below, well below the 25% mark. So there's a chance that they can turn here and go up. And I really believe this is where they're going to turn. This is the bottom of Bitcoin. And so I want to get out before it turns around and starts going long. So once my TP hits and I make my money, then what I'm going to do is put a buy order at 74.60. While price is down here playing around because it might go down some more, I don't want to be involved in none of that. I'm going to just let it keep going down. And whenever it feels like turning around and hitting my new buy order, I'm going to go long and I'm going to hold that baby for a long while because this formation here is an uptrend formation. Now we're going to make it to 100,000. We were not going to make it to 100,000 the first go around. It has to pull back. Every market has to pull back and reset. It doesn't go straight up. Nothing goes straight up. And the reason why nothing goes straight up is because I want you to think about this. If you had a store and you were selling something, you have to go buy your product and then sell your product. And then you got to go back and buy your product again and then sell it. Why? Because you're going to run out. Why are you going to run out? Because you sold it. Nobody makes money buying and holding. Nobody in the history of trading ever made money buying and holding. If you have, raise your hand. If you raise your hand, something's wrong with your brain. Your bank account is not going to go up from you just holding a trade. Your net asset value will show that it's going up, but until you close that trade, it will not shift that money into your bank account. So when people are buying, they have to close their trade. Nobody's going to hold a trade forever. Somebody's going to get excited at some point and say, I'm getting out. And that's what happened here the first time and the second time. People are just selling off their positions. But the people are selling it because the institutions started selling it first. The big boys. When the big boys sell and it make that market go down real hard, that makes everybody else scared. And then everybody else starts giving up theirs and it starts tanking. And because they're giving it away, it's making the market go down. And it gives another opportunity for the banks to come in again and start buying and going up. That's what that is. So Bitcoin is got to go down some more. Now, I gave this yesterday. I got a 4-hour webinar yesterday. I was on here for 4 hours yesterday, and I made this statement. We are moving into a new world. So this is going to help you too, crypto imperator. We're moving into a new world. And when you understand how things work in the world in relationship to the chart, you'll have a better idea of how to trade it. So let me help you a little bit. In 2030, the government has already decided that the U.S. will no longer be making engine vehicles or, diesel cars and stuff that runs off of petrol and gas. And they're going to only start, all car manufacturers can only make electric vehicles. Do you realize the negative impact that's going to have on the economy? Because every car manufacturer has to switch. And if they do that, they're not just switching from gas over to electric. They have to change their entire infrastructure. You know how many tens of thousands of people that it takes to build a car with an engine. But if you build a car with a battery, it don't take a lot of people. All you need is a robot. And that's why you're seeing a whole lot of AI stuff going on. And everybody's getting excited about AI, and you actually should be somewhat concerned, especially if you don't know how to trade. If all you know how to do is go get a job and go to work, you should be concerned because about half of this country is about to lose their jobs. And I don't know what kind of world that is. I don't know that world where everything shifts so hard that everybody loses at one time. Because all of those manufacturers, they have to change the way cars are being built. And so that assembly line that they have with all those human beings, they're not going to need it because there's not going to be all those little parts. So a robot is all you need to put stuff together and put a battery in there and seal it up. And you only need human beings to watch the robots. That's it. So you don't need as many people. So if you don't need those people, tens of thousands of people are going to get laid off from the car manufacturing business. Tens of thousands of people are going to get laid off from the oil business. Gasoline stations are going to go out of business all over the country and all over the world. And new ones that are going to be electric stations are going to be popping up. And unless that gas station is already preparing to turn into an electric station, they're going to go out of business. And then everybody that works for them are going to go out of business. Every part company is going to go out of business all over the world. And you know what's going to happen? All those people are going to lose their jobs. Now, what do you do with a person who's been doing cars for 20 years? Where are they going to go work after that when there's no more engines? What about the people who teach how to fix cars? What about repairmen? All the repair car places are going to go out of business. There's nothing to repair. So when that world happens, guess what? That's why it's bottoming out. And when you switch to the robots and AI and you're in your new world and AI is taking over, AI is going to cause the economy to go back up again real fast. And you want to make sure that you have enough money to jump in when you get in at the bottom. While everybody else is hurting, you'll be set and ready to go. And you'll be able to move in that new world, whatever that's going to look like. But the reason why this is coming down is because the world is changing. That's why the whole market is crashing right now. Even though they're probably not telling you that on the news, it's already crashing. If you don't think this is a crash, I don't know what you think this is. This is an absolute, it's almost back to the bottom. And nobody believed me when I said this almost a year ago. Kai is on the line. I said this a year ago. Before it started crashing, I said it ain't going to make it. And it's going to crash way down here. Everybody talked about me. All those other Bitcoin groups, they were like, he's crazy. Well, now what am I? Because it's here now. It's actually way at the bottom. Do you think Bitcoin will drop down to 27,000 in these 2 days? Number one, I never use dates and times. Here's a good answer. This is 2 weeks. So I can't tell you what this is going to do. I don't know when they're going to move this because I'm not the one jumping in and out to make it move. Those are the institutions. I don't know the answer to when. Now, if you ask me where is it going, I can definitely give you the answer to that. And the answer is, can it, and is there a possibility of it getting to 27,000? The answer is yes. When? I don't know. Why do I think it can get there? Because this is an immediate retest right here. An immediate retest is when it tests an area to see how many orders are in there. So an institution basically shorted this market to test to see if there's any buyers down here. And if there are, it would shoot it right back up. So because it shot right back up, it's because all those buyers in there. So now the sellers, they have to add more orders so that they can fight all of these buyers and then get down here because some other institution wants to get some price down here for whatever reason, which is most likely this 27,000 before they go up. But they have to fight the buyers. So the sellers are fighting all of these buyers. That's why it's sideways. They're trying to push it down just enough to get this and then take off. But in case they don't make it, that's why I have this, because I don't know. If I knew for a fact that it was going to be 2 days, I wouldn't put this on here 2 weeks ago. I don't know the answer to that, but I do know that it's possible. So that's the closest I can get to telling you what it's going to do, but I cannot tell you when. I just know that it will. And don't let anybody else do that. The moment you start hearing people say, this thing's going to pop tomorrow, unless they were at the meeting where the people who are going to buy that makes it pop, unless they were in that meeting, don't believe that. Nobody can tell you when something's going to happen. Now, we can tell you where it's going, but we can't tell you when it's going to get there. So there was no way, even though I knew it was coming down to TP3, I did not go out and say, hey, you guys, it's going down to TP3 and it'll get there on November the 21st, 2022. How am I going to know that? I'm never going to know that. So don't let these people do you like that with those dates. So just put both in and hope for the best. Now let's do this. Since you asked me the question, I'll analyze this area, this tiny little area. I'll analyze it, and we'll see what we can get from it. So this is for you, Simon. This is the fib tool. So I'm going to use fib here. This is the highest point and the lowest point. And that is an ugly fib. Let's change that. No, not that one. Which one did I have? Yeah, that's the one. So if we do this, this is the 4-day. Let's go down to the 4-hour, maybe something smaller. And here we go. This is the fib. This is the highest point, and this is the lowest point of that sideways ranging area. And if I look at this sideways ranging area, what do I see? I see price action came all the way down here. It went all the way up. It went past the 75% mark, past the 85% mark. And because it's above 75%, what should it be doing? Shorting. So what did it do? It started shorting after it went above 75%. It came all the way down. And what did it do? Hit the 25%. And then what did it do? Took off again. Hit the 75%. And now it's on its way back down. Because this is an immediate retest that it created. It didn't go into it. It just touched it. Just like it did. There was somewhere else we were looking. It didn't go into it. It just touched it. But I forgot where it was. I think it was on the 4-day. Yeah, right here. Remember on this 4-day, this was the 25% mark, this support. That's why I put major support, because it's the 25% line. See what it did? It wicked into it and then came out, but then eventually it went further down. That's what I'm anticipating to happen on the 4-day. I mean, on the 4-hour. So if I go down to the 4-hour, I'm expecting the same thing. Wicked into the 25%, but I'm expecting to get to go a little deeper into it. And here's the little deeper, the 27,000. Now, what if it comes down here and goes to 27,100 and then takes off? I'm not going to get this order filled. That's why I have this up here above the highest point that it went, so that if it doesn't trigger this, I at least have a second opportunity. This is a guarantee it's going to trigger this. There's no guarantee how low it's going to go to get this. So that's the closest I can get to telling you what I'm anticipating. I cannot tell you when this is going to do this, because this has been over here since March 29th. This is April the 7th. That's way more than 2 days. That's like 8 or 9 days. So I can't tell you when this is going to happen. I just know it will. That's the closest I can get. Thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome, bro. 27,000. Oh, Kai asked gave the same answer. In 2 days, I'm not sure anyone can call or tell you when price action will get to a particular price, but we can determine where it will go. There you go. Never believe the hype. We read charts to know where it's going, not when. Perfect. Thank you, sir, for the secondary backup. I didn't even see him write that. I was looking at the chart. So that's my answer to Bitcoin. That's a true answer with no fluff. I'm not selling a bag of goods. That's just what it is. Did that help you? I hope it did. Because I'm not here to advise anybody what to do. I'm here to just educate you so that you can make an educated guess about where to go and what to do. All right. So we looked at Bitcoin. We looked at XRP. We looked at Eurodollar. Did we look at Dixie? Yeah, we looked at Dixie. I need Dixie to come down, though. Is that what it's doing? They've been playing in this area too long. Look at this. This was January the 1st. January the 2nd. And then look over here. This is March 30th. 3 months this thing has been sideways. 3 months. And we're expecting it to come way down here. But for 3 months, it's been here. Why? Because it's dealing with bulls and bears over here. That's why it's struggling. The sellers are struggling to get past. Look at all these buyers. These buyers are shooting up. and some sellers in here tried to go down, and the buyers kicked in and said, nope, we're going to go higher. So now when the sellers are trying to go back down, they got to deal with these buyers again. And that's why this sideways range is hurting them. This is also considered a flip zone. This goes back to what I said earlier. Flip zone is a very strong formation that shows us that it could come down or up, because you can do a flip zone either way. Breakout should be ready to happen soon. Dixie, yep, definitely a breakout. I'm anticipating a breakout too. Worst case scenario is going to come back up here, and that would be really bad if it did that, because we'd have to get out of all of our trades. Everything I just showed y'all, we'd have to get out of it. Even Bitcoin, we'd have to turn all of that around because Dixie controls the entire market. The US dollar, this is the currency of the world. And if this thing is good or bad, it's going to affect the entire market. So you got to follow the US dollar index and understand how it correlates with whatever you're trading. If you understand that, how the dollar index correlates with what you're trading, you have a secondary source to look at to determine if you're correct about what you're talking about, as long as you know what the relationship is. So sometimes the US dollar index is positively correlated with certain instruments. So let's say, like, if you're trading Forex, most people don't know this, but if I go, there's a Forex minor pair called Pound Kiwi here. And Pound Kiwi is positively correlated to, and I shouldn't say positively correlated, but I'm just going to use that loosely in case there is a professional listening. But let's say it this way. Pound Kiwi moves in the same direction typically as dollar index. And there's a underlying reason for that. And it's because of the Great Britain and New Zealand. And this is called the Pound Kiwi. That's the name of this pair here. It moves in relationship to this positively. And there's a reason for it. I don't want to get too deep into that, but that's just one. If you understand how this moves with it, you'll be good. Anything that has a USD, that's pretty much going to be in the major pairs. All of these USDs. If the USD is at the end, then it's going to do the reverse of this. So if Dixie's going down, Aussie dollar needs to go up, Euro dollar needs to go up, pound dollar should go up, Kiwi dollar should go up. But if USD is first, then excuse me, it should do the exact same. So if the USD is the oh man, I forgot my original. So this is the quote currency, and then this is the base. That's what it's called. So the USD, if the USD is the base currency, meaning the first one, the primary one, then it's going to do exactly what this is doing. So if this is going down, anything that starts with USD is also going to be going down. But if USD is the quote currency or the secondary pair, like here, then it's going to do the reverse. So thank you, Kai. Yeah, base. Yeah, so it's going to do the reverse. First is the quote. Well, the quote is here. So the quote is always going to be the actual prices over here. And these prices over here always refer to, if you're looking at Forex, then the quote is always going to be the second one, because you're quoting this price in relationship to the pair that comes second. The first one, the reason why it's called the base is it because it always carries the same number. I don't care what country it is. I don't care if it's Australia, New Zealand, Great Britain. It doesn't matter what it is. All of these equal 1. If it's a base currency, it always equals 1. And then the quote currency to the right, that's whatever this price is. And so you're relating how much of, let me go to Forex so it can look better. How many US dollars will it take to buy 1 euro? That's what this basically means. And as of right now, you need $1.08. I'm sorry, up here. You need $1.09 US dollars to get 1 euro. What does that mean? It means that the US dollar is 9% weaker, or has 9% less value than the euro currently. So right now, the euro is worth more money. And if you live over in that area, and that's your currency, the euro, or if your currency is the pound, because you probably might be in the UK or something, when you come over here to America, your vacation is going to be cheaper. It's going to be 10% cheaper than where you live because our money is worth less than yours currently based on the economy. So that's what that means there. And Crypto said, sure, thank you so much for helping me. Hey, you're welcome. Glad to be of service. If anybody has anything else you want me to chart or you have a question, I can answer it. How much time we been on here already? Let me see here. Wow, it's been an hour and a half already? Jeez. That's crazy. Yesterday we did 4 hours. I couldn't believe it. It didn't even feel like it. Time just went by. And it's doing it again. All right, so one last time, and then if you guys don't have any questions, I'll be getting off. Guy said I couldn't edit my text. No problem. I get it. Sometimes you be typing and thinking too fast. No, you good. Trust me, I know you know how to trade. I take your trades every day. So I know you're good. I made a mistake too. I put my trade in and didn't put no TP. So that we're all human. Not a big deal. So we were expecting uptrend on this up to 43.55. Once it gets up here, I'm going to short. I'm not going long on this because I don't want it to keep bouncing back and forth. And if I get in this and then what if it shorts back down to the bottom of this before going up, I'm going to be negative. And it's been going back and forth too much. So I'm just going to wait patiently till it gets up here. And when it does, I'm going to start shorting and I'm going to hold that bad boy till it just hits the bottom. And these are the top 500 companies right now of all their services and products that we use. Most of these companies will not even exist once AI kicks in. A lot of these products and services are going to go down because the companies just won't be able to survive. And so that's why the market's already crashing. It's coming down. In fact, let's see if it's official. All right. Now, based on the fib, somebody put in the chat box, except any of my product trade team. Somebody put a answer on there based on the fib. Is it ready to short? Is it in an official downtrend based on the fib? That's my Jeopardy music, the game show. If you guys are online, let me know what you think. You think this is officially ready to short yet based on the information I gave you about how to read fibs? Let me know. But that's where we are with that. Let's look at oil. From yesterday, we were anticipating an uptrend, and it did that. It's still up above the open. Let's go to gold. Gold, we were anticipating, I think, a pullback to the upside from the daily open, and it's not going up right now. It pulled back. So let me check and see if it's going to go back up. Oh, it just pulled back a little bit. We were so zoomed in that thing looked like it was coming down. So it only pulled back a little bit. That's it. So this was the daily open from yesterday, and we were anticipating a continuation of the uptrend because this is a breakout formation here. Support is on the 3-week. Let me see what time frame. Oh, that's not it. I keep mixing that up. I didn't map this out. Oh, downtrend pullback. What is this? Oh, I didn't know. I charted this and didn't even put my trade in. See, I did it again. So I charted this and I saw something obviously where I put a sell stop order to short, but I haven't put the trade in yet because there's nothing here. Why did I think it was going to short? I don't think this is coming way down here. Oh, because we're already at the top. That's why. Yeah, but I'm not shorting this. Let me see here. You guys see this? Look, if I use these two pivots here, this is the last place it came from. This is the anchor, the candle that caused the entire uptrend. So since this is the anchor near this pivot low here, and this would be the pivot high, the highest point, notice it has not dropped below 75. So because it hasn't dropped below 75, I'm not worried about it. But look, they already have a level here. So they're probably going to go here. And this is another trap. They're going to go below 75. They got a demand zone here at 66. But how many people who know how to read fib, like I just did, are going to think, oh, past 75 is going to keep going down, but they don't know how to read charts. They don't know how to read candles. And so because they don't know how to read candles, they won't be able to see this, that it most likely will come down, but it's going to come down to here and then take off and go back up. If it comes down here. So yeah, these two back here are pullbacks and then downtrend. So it already pulled back, and then I'm anticipating it'll do a downtrend. So these two areas are telling me small uptrend or small pullback and then downtrend. And if it goes down, they have this, but this is not going to work because this is a downtrend formation, and then this here is an uptrend formation. So I guess I was right. So maybe I remember why I couldn't trade it. It was my broker. That's what it was. I remember. Yeah. My broker, the broker I use for gold is not connected with TradingView. So I forgot about that. Because we can't trade CFDs in America. We have to use a foreign account because in America, it's not allowed to trade this right here. And TradingView does not allow you to connect to the broker that I have. So it's on my account on my phone. You guys can't see it, but yeah, this is where I'm at. But I don't think it's going way down here. I'm going to switch this. Let's fix this right now. Anybody on here able to trade gold? If you are, I can find an entry for us. I'm going to move this. Those of you who are in, where any place outside of the U.S., you should have access to this if you use Owanda. I like to use Owanda for my trading. OANDA. I'll put it in the group. They need to pay me for this because I'd be sending a lot of people to them. Oh, you know what? I think they might have a little code or something. If I find that, then I'll start posting that. I think they have like a little referral code or something. I don't know what they give you for it, but it's probably some points or something. It's probably not much of anything, but all right. So let's map this little guy out here. Kai said, let's chart it. I need a new order. All right. Let's do it. Ooh, that's not what I meant to do. Dang it. Will it go back? Yes. Did it work? I went back too far. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. All right, so let me adjust this here. Let's do that buy order, that buy order. We'll get rid of the sales. We're not selling anything because this thing's going to go up. I even think it's going to be a Brent uptrend. It's going to break past the high. I think gold is going to create all new highs. So if you guys can trade gold, you want to get in this and hold this bad boy. We'll leave all three of those there. We'll do that. Let's see here. All right. And then sell stop order. Oh, it's gone now. Perfect. All right. So this is what I was looking for. Why is all of this? I think it's because of this. Oh, no, that's not it. I think I did something wrong. Where's my pivot high? That might be the problem. 2020. Oh, that is the problem. I'm like, something's wrong. My TP1 should not be higher than the candle. There we go. All right. All right, so if we do that, oh, see, I was right about this being a pullback because look, as soon as it hits, when it came down from here, it hit TP1. What did it do? Pull back. So now it's going down again. Look at where TP2 is, right where I said here, but this looks like another possible pullback. And then either this first one or this second one. Now let's see if we can dial it in and find it. So somewhere in this red candle, we're going to have an order to buy. I want to just see something real quick. So if I look at that and that, okay, so then the answer may be this first one here. All right, so let's see if it's going to be this first one versus the second one. I mean, I really do like the second one the most because I always love getting in at the extreme, but there might be something in here. So let's see. So the 6 hour, let's skip down to the 3 hour. There's nothing in there. Let's skip down to the 90-minute. Nothing in there. They have this little guy here. Yeah, but there's nothing down here. 45-minute. I got that little guy. Let's see if that works out. And that looks like a flip zone, these two. See, it worked. And it is the top one. It's the upper one. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to make some adjustments. Let's get rid of the bottom one. And let's get rid of that other one there. Let's move the TP as well. Let's get rid of this one too. Get rid of this one. All right. And then we'll put 1972. You gonna short it, Kai? Or are you just gonna go long? If you're just gonna go long, I'm not gonna put a TP. That's what I was about to do. But if you're just gonna, if you are gonna go short, then I was gonna find it. TP. I'll just put both. You decide what you want to do. Buy limit order 1968. Both. How did I know you were gonna say that? He's like, I ain't leaving no money on the table. Oh, but you're gonna do the long for. You're not gonna do this short. That's what I was asking. Are you gonna do this short and then the long, or are you just gonna do this long and then short whenever it starts shorting? That's what I was asking. Are you gonna do the come down here, take that risk? Gold is in an uptrend, so this will be a counter trend trade. So that's what I was trying to figure out if you were gonna do that. Let me see what we got as far as. We got plenty of room. All right, so yeah, let's do 66. That says 62. So this entry is not pinpoint accurate to where it will go. So it's probably going to go to 62. We're getting in at, oh, I meant to put 66. Oh, there it is. It changed. We're going to get in at 66, even though it most likely is going to go to 62. You know what? I don't want to be in here. I'm going to stay out of this thing. I don't trust that. We're going to stay out. That's 1967. Let's do 68. Let's just go one more up and put it back to where it was. I don't trust these institutions. You're going to give me my money. I don't want to miss out on this entry. Oh, that's a good idea. Instead of a full position going down, you'll put a half one. That's good. Yeah, because you don't know if it's going to pull back and go up here before it shorts. Like, we don't have enough information. Look how it just created this here. What if you jumped in on a market order and it pulls back before it shorts? So, yeah, we'll just play it by ear. Whenever you feel like it's officially going down, then maybe you could jump in. But this will be a good TP, 1972, and you buy the mid order at 1968. Matter of fact, I'm going to post this. You know what? This will be good. 2020. So just get out before the buy limit order. I'm gonna erase it and change it, and I'm gonna make this just a buy position. I'm not gonna introduce anybody to selling because that's too risky. So we can do this right here. So for those who want to be conservative, this is where you could get in. It's 1967. 1968 would be your buy entry for gold, and then your TP would be 2020. And you would just take advantage of this move here. This is going to be roughly a 1% is excellent. This is a 2.69%, so that's doubly excellent, almost triple. So that's a great deal of money on that account. And if you got leverage, you're going to make even more than that. So depending on if you have 50 to 100 times leverage, you'll make more than that. All right, so there we go with this. Let me save this. Downtrend pullback. That's what this is. And we found this on the, what time frame is this? 9 hour? Is this, oh no, that's not 9 hours, 45 minutes. I'm way off. Save this. All right. And then I'm gonna go ahead and publish this. For those of you who are following me, you'll be able to see my trades. This is XAUUSD. It's a downtrend pullback. Found this on the 45-minute chart in case we need to refer back to it again. Sharing it with the public. My analysis is short. I did a trend analysis. We looked at supply and demand. We looked at pivots. And we did multiple time frame analysis. All right. And then we're going to put on here, this is for gold. against the USD. And we'll put them together. There we go. I swear by the moon. There we go. Check that off. And let me see what we got here. 1968 to 2020. All right. TP is at 2020. Buy limit order is at 1968. Stop loss. Where can we put a stop loss? Let me take a look here. Get some more info. Where's my daily open? It is here. Yeah, we could just use this. 1949. And I like to, whenever I see a pivot, I just like to go a little bit more below that. So I like to pick like the next pivot down from that, which probably is this one. That's really far. Nah, we just don't. Ain't nobody gonna have enough money to hold that one. Let's just do 1949. Let's keep it there and just monitor it. If it goes too much against you, if you think, then just exit out before it gets down here. But it should turn inside of this area. So we'll stick with what we got on the screen, which is 1949. $19.49. The big picture on, let's see, big picture for this instrument is an uptrend. However, we have an opportunity. Capture this uptrend at a lower price than it is at currently. I see all new highs being formed over the years. The next 5 years, gold is just going to keep going up. It's going to break out. So once you get in gold, you're going to want to hold gold until the market tanks and gets all the way at the bottom, because once the market gets completely at the bottom, gold is going to start shorting. Gold goes the opposite direction of a market crash. So when the market's crashing, gold goes up. That's another way I can tell that we're already in the market crash, whether the news is saying anything or not. The chart is showing me that we're already in the crash. So gold is going up. And so if we can catch it here, this will be good. We can catch that. Do they have that in here? If you hear me humming, I got music playing. So this boy always trying to sing something. Dude, where is I guess they don't have it. Unless I'm moving too fast and I'm overlooking it. Thought it would be in here though. Oh, here it is. I was looking for that right there. Oh, it doesn't do it? Oh, it doesn't do it on here. It only does it on the charts. Okay. Oh, well. So that's it. So I'm going to post this. Oh, I shouldn't have posted it with all that. Let me do that over. They don't need to see all of that stuff. I forgot to turn all that off. Delete this. Bam. Why would you kick me out of the doggone chart, weirdo? Where were we at? This one here. So turn all this stuff off. That's all they need to see is that right there. All right, we're golden. So now let's publish this. Dang. Okay. Copied and pasted that. He at 2020. Limit order at 19. I think it was 68. Stop loss at 1949. Big picture for this instrument is uptrend. However, anticipating being able to capture this uptrend at a lower price point. Expect all new highs over the years. Due to the uptrend formation on the, what chart is that? That was a 4-day. On the 4-day. This will be a long-term investment. Bam, bam, bam. All right. Let's go here. Supply and demand. We did fib and multiple time frame. All right. All right, and then I think I'm done. Publish, yes. Hopefully it came out right. Yay, there we go. Oh, except this big old thing is sitting up there. It won't let me do that. Oh, well, I'll just leave that there. It's fine. There we go. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and post it in the group. And then 1945. I always go a bit low for the pivot because price can wick into in your favor. Okay, stop loss 1945. Cool. Long-term investment, blah, blah, blah. Anything else I got on there? No, that's it. That's stop loss, and I think we're good there. Oh, take profit. Typing these out in case somebody is new and don't know what they mean. All right, I think I'm done. I'm not doing this charting thing no more. No, not that. Actually, candlestick analysis. All right, last time. Long. And bam. So we'll put conservative. I'll put it down here. Anticipating on new highs. Due to all new highs. You'll have to monitor your positions with a trailing stop. Once the market gets into all-time highs and there's nothing to look at, nothing to see, it's just going up like Bitcoin did when it first started. You don't know where it's going. It's just moving. So the only way to protect yourself is as it's moving, you need to move your stop loss up. And I would do a manual one. I wouldn't let the system do it because the system is going to put you too close and it's going to trigger real fast. All right, so I just updated that information in here. And there you go. That's gold. All right, euro dollar's looking good. It's still moving up. Yes. So happy. All right, I didn't see anything in the chat group, so I'm going to assume there's either no more people on here or no other questions. So, did you have anything you want to look at, Kai, before I go? Before I jump off of here? Already been 2 hours I've been on here. That's crazy. It'd be seeming like 5 minutes. All right, nothing. All right, well, you guys be blessed. Love you. Hope you learned something today. You can check this out also on our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is Fx'tive Solutions. Fx'tive HNW. That's what it is. So if you find that on YouTube. Okay, thanks, bro. There we go. Bam. All right, you guys. So you guys have a blessed one. Take care, and I'll see you guys next week.